I'm here in the Washington Square here in San Francisco, and right behind me we have St. Peter and Paul's Catholic Church. It's a really beautiful church here in kind of an Italian district here in San Francisco, and you can actually see this church from quite a bit away, especially from the mountains. But Pope St. John Paul II called the Eucharist the source and summit of the Catholic faith. So anytime you step into a Catholic church, you're stepping really into the presence of our Lord. And the Catholic belief is that Christ in the Eucharist is truly, substantially, and really present there, body, blood, soul, and divinity. So again, anytime you step into a Catholic church like this one, which is just very beautiful, you're walking into the presence of the Lord. And one of the things that as Catholics is we need to really build a relationship to Eucharistic adoration. That's really important. Now, as far as like communion, there are certain conditions when we can receive communion. Namely, one has to be in a state of grace. But if one wants to just pray or just adore the Lord in the Holy Eucharist, there's no restrictions, and that's very much encouraged. But one of the things about the Holy Eucharist is how many miracles have actually been associated with healings from our Lord in the Eucharist. If we actually go back just even to recent times, you don't have to travel thousands of years ago, but just in the current centuries, most Catholics are fairly familiar with Our Lady appearing to Saint Bernadette in Lourdes. Now, there's been over 7,000 documented cases associated with Lourdes, but only 70 have actually been approved, meaning that they've been investigated by a medical panel that has looked into all these cases. But specifically with the Holy Eucharist, during a procession that began in 1888, that's whenever they began Eucharistic processions. But here are just some of the records of healings that have taken place during the Eucharistic procession. In 1952, Brother Leo Schwager was cured of a grave case of multiple sclerosis. 1911, Marie Faber was cured of a strong dyspepsia, which is an indigestion which impeded normal nutrition, causing her to have serious problems with anemia. And then in 1947, Marie Therese Canaan was cured of a grave case of tuberculosis. In 1952, Marie Biot, who was semi-blind and deaf, fully deaf, recovered her hearing and eyesight. Also in 1953, Alice Couturier was cured of multiple sclerosis. And there's many, many cases that have been attributed to healings with our Lord in the Blessed Eucharist. And our Lord, He is the divine physician, and He comes to hear us with our bodily needs and also our spiritual needs.